imagine the ability of individuals with a global perspective, their ability to act globally, mobilize globally through technology, travel, all kinds of things. But you have to have those three things. You have to think globally, act globally, and we're going to be able to do that more and more, and be global. Those three things are critical. And obviously you probably, I don't know if you use Twitter, or probably on Facebook, we're creating a social network for study abroad alumni, so you can communicate, you can share, you can post pictures and photos, all that kind of thing, talk about your experiences. One of the things I really want to do, and you might be able to help with study abroad alumni, is identify well-known, influential, famous study abroad alumni. It's hard to actually to do that. We have to sort of do a little bit of research, need help to do that. But for instance, at the Clinton Global Initiative, and Bill Clinton studied abroad, so he's one of the targets I'd like to try to get him involved as a co-chair or something like that. And one of his top lieutenants, who's been with the Clintons a lot, Terry McAuliffe, I knew him from my Hill days, was there too, and I talked to him about this. And it turns out, I didn't know this, Terry McAuliffe studied in Spain. He's a study abroad alumni, so I told him about it, he loves it. In fact, he asked me the question, because he thought it was, this whole idea of globalizing the American population is so important. He said, well, he asked me, how many people have passports? I just thought, it's kind of funny, because I actually had the answer. I just looked it up. But, so people naturally who've had a study abroad experience will gravitate toward this concept, this idea of acting globally and being global and globalizing their localities, going to school, classrooms, letting people know the benefits. You were recently ambassadors for, as the saying goes, you're sort of ambassadors for the United States, you're ambassadors for your campus, you're ambassadors for your community while you're overseas. Now you're coming back and you're ambassadors for the study abroad experience. And you're ambassadors for helping people begin to globalize their outlook. And I hope you'll take advantage of that. And you have one advantage that I didn't have. There's now an organization, still small, still fledgling organization, Study Abroad Alumni International, with that exact vision. What we hope to do is have country chapters. So again, it's not just U.S. Study Abroad Alumni, country chapters, state chapters. So we are looking for a Wisconsin chapter. Anybody who wants to get involved in starting something here in Wisconsin. We have somebody in Illinois, in California, Arizona, and various people around the country, Georgia, starting to hear about this and starting to like the idea.